Ladies and gentlemen, from the Louis Armstrong Stadium here in Queens, New York, USA, we go to part 2 of the double main event here for Ring 3. This is a 12-round contest. It's a title eliminator. The winner will be declared the official mandatory challenger for the WBC Super Middleweight Championship of the World. Brought to you by Ring Magazine, along with Oscar De La Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions, Eddie Hearn for Matchroom Boxing, Frank Warren for Queensberry Promotions, Spencer Brown for Gold Star Promotions, and Sella, in collaboration with Box Raw. Our sponsors are the Public Investment Fund, Visit Saudi, Visit Qatar, SRMG, and STC, along with Dr. Suleiman Al Habib Medical Group, Saudia, the national airline for the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Jeddah Season, Shori, Milaf Cola, Core Life, Desert, NHC, Jocko Sky, and A&B. This contest is sanctioned by the New York State Athletic Commission and the World Boxing Council. The 3 judges scoring from ringside: Tim Cheatham, Kieran McLean, and Benoit Roussel, and your referee in charge of the action, world champion veteran David Fields. So now the officials are in place and they are ready. The fighters are in the ring and they are ready. So for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing emerald green and weighing in officially at 167.6 pounds. An undefeated record consisting of 21 victories, including 17 wins by knockout with 1 split draw. Fighting out of Ilford, Essex, England, the former British Commonwealth and European middleweight champion, ranked number 3 in the world by Ring Magazine, the undefeated Hamza And across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing black trimmed with silver, weighing in officially at 167.6 pounds. His professional record, 24 fights, 23 victories, including 18 big wins by knockout, only 1 defeat. The 2-time NABO champion from Brooklyn, New York, the chosen one, Berlanga.
Okay, gentlemen, we're scheduled to box 12 rounds. I'm going over the rules in the dressing room. I expect you to obey my commands at all times. Most of all, protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves, good luck.
Well, there's a look at Berlanga. And of course, we've mentioned probably too frequently now the 16 first-round knockout streak with which he began his career. Inevitably, in the wake of something like that, there has to be a psychological adjustment. He would tell you that it's going very well. But he is not regarded as a skilled all-around boxer quite yet. He is regarded as a straight-ahead thudding puncher. If there's a skilled boxer in the ring, it's the man in the glittering green trunks, Hamza Sheeraz. And now we'll get a chance to see how much more progress Sheeraz is making under the training of Andy Lee.
Yeah, Andy Lee, former middleweight champion. This is Hamza Sheeraz's first fight with Andy, training in Dublin. He was training with Ricky Fuentes in the Los Angeles area before this.
Andy Lee, one of the skinniest lights-out punchers I ever saw. He was a confounding fighter because he did things you just didn't think he could do. But of course, he had Emmanuel Stewart.
Yeah, and don't forget, Sheeraz can punch too, at least on the second level. He was on a 15-fight knockout streak prior to that draw against Carlos Adames.
That was great matchmaking.
Absolutely. And there are many in the sport who think that the draw was a gift against Adames, that Sheeraz actually deserved a loss that night. But at the end of the day, he's still an unbeaten fighter, and that means something psychologically coming in.
Yeah, I think psychologically, you know, that's a big part of this fight right now. Like you said, Berlanga's been talking a lot of trash. I asked Sheeraz if it fazed him at all, and he says no. He thinks that's just how Berlanga psychs himself up before a fight.
I had a chance to meet Hamza Sheeraz a couple of years ago in the UK, and man, just a beautiful guy. I think his best asset is his mentality, bro. He's level-headed, you know, spiritual, religion, and he's a grounded fighter. Really knows where he wants to go.
Very intelligent. I did a satellite interview with him a few weeks ago and was impressed with his level of knowledge and self-possession.
And I think that's why this fight is so big for Hamza. You think he has the total package outside of the ring. He looks great. He's a great talker. And if he can score a win here and go on to bigger and better things, I'm told he's lined up for a fight against Canelo Alvarez next year.
He just whisked the right hand past Berlanga's jaw right then. He missed him by an inch. Good right hand by Berlanga. This fight heating up. And I want to point out, Berlanga probably would have gotten wild by now. So he's definitely fighting with a lot more control.
Yeah, look, I mean, we have to see. I'm sure Berlanga learned a lot from 12 rounds against an all-time great like Canelo.
If he paid attention. And if he's looked back at the fight several times to see what mistakes he made, of which Canelo was able to take advantage. Canelo, at this moment, arguably the smartest fighter in the sport, with the depth of his experience, the training that he's had. Pretty hard to say that anybody's smarter than Alexander Usyk, though.
Big fight for Usyk 1 week from today.
Against?
Daniel Dubois, undisputed heavyweight championship, Wembley Stadium, no better setting.
You remember the low blow? The low blow?
Yeah, it's the low blow.
Right.
Yeah.
And that was a low blow, Antonio.
It was on the belt line. It didn't hit his groin. It didn't hit his groin.
What do you feel?
It was on the belt line.
The great thing is, Daniel Dubois gets another crack now.
But what I'm saying, if it would have hit the groin, it would have had that effect that Usyk showed that night. If you hit on the belt line, I doubt that it gives you that effect.
There's a lot of discussion over the course of the past year about pound for pound. And heavyweights get ignored in the pound for pound discussion chronically because they're heavyweights. Is Usyk a logical candidate for pound #1?
Of course.
He's #1 on my list.
Of course.
He's proven a lot.
You know why? Because he's a heavyweight that does so many things. He don't just punch. He boxes. He got defense. He has the total package.
He has the total package. That's 100% correct.
Berlanga is actually stepping on Sheeraz's foot, bro. I seen it. Look, I seen it about 3 or 4 times. I don't know if that's a strategy or not, but they playing footsies right now.
Yeah, and now it looks. There you go. Sheeraz just stepped on Berlanga's toe.
They're taking turns, bro.
Twice in a row. Exactly right.
And you don't
that's a retaliation.
Look at it.
And you don't usually see that when you have 2 fighters with the same stance. Usually it happens when you have an orthodox fighter against a southpaw, right?
Yep, that's right. Usually they are able to be sure they're putting the lead foot either inside or outside of the other guy's lead foot. Here, they have stepped on each other's toes 2 or 3 times.
I'm gonna tell you why it's so hard to stay in control when you're boxing, because it's so easy. It's tiring when you have to think in the ring. That's the type of pressure that you don't understand. So when you're forced to think in the ring, you just rather fight with your heart.
I'll tell you another reason why, which I can see with the naked eye. Sheeraz has big feet.
You're right.
Those are size 14 or 15, it looks like to me.
Good jab by Berlanga.
And Sheeraz is the one who right now is establishing his lead foot outside of Berlanga's lead foot.
Or on Berlanga's lead foot. He's done it 2 or 3 times already.
It's that right hand that he's barely missing Berlanga with. I think he's throwing it with knockout and bad intentions.
Well, there's no question the power punch for Sheeraz is the right hand. Easily seen. I mean, he throws a left hook, but it doesn't have the same wicked intention that the right hand seems to have. Berlanga, he thinks he's super powerful with both hands.
Yeah, and look, Berlanga has the hometown support here. He's from New York, but New York City metro area, home to the largest Pakistani population in the U.S. Sheeraz is from England, but Pakistani descent.
Berlanga's been moving really good to avoid the shots. He really hadn't got hit with none big so far.
Berlanga's trunks say King of New York on the front.
Good left hand, right hand by Berlanga then in close.
You're going to be the king of any American city. Choose New York.
You're going to have a lot of opposition, though.
Also a great movie, Jim, with Christopher Walken.
Where the money is. Relatively even first round. No particular advantage to either fighter. That's what we used to call a feeling out round.
Most definitely.
Massive game tomorrow at the MetLife Stadium. Remember, it is the final of the FIFA Club World Cup between 2 champions. The Conference League champions, Chelsea, take on the best team in the world, the Champions League winners, PSG. That tomorrow live on DAZN.
Round 2 between Edgar Berlanga and Hamza Sheeraz. But now round 3. Excuse me. I must have missed one along the way somewhere.
Good hook by Sheeraz. He just stepped over it and went right around Berlanga right hand, landing a sharp left hook.
Well, it was a largely uneventful first 2 rounds.
Right.
There you go.
If there's going to be a fire, it hasn't ignited yet.
I would think that Hamza would have been using that jab a little bit more. I think that's a big advantage for him, as tall and long and rangy as he is.
What about hooking off the jab?
He did that a couple times and it was successful, but that jab can blind him so he can land that hook flush.
Again, it's funny, right? Hamza is the one making his debut at 168. He looks like the bigger man in there.
He does, he does.
Well, he's very tall for either 60 or 68. He's very tall. Ooh. And he has long arms. And that helps him to look larger. And again, those feet. those may be the biggest feet I've ever seen on a super middleweight fighter. Which also suggests that his hands are big, and large hands can sometimes be a factor in punching power. Although it's Berlanga who has the power punching credentials.
I think this fight is still simmering right now. It's going to cook in a minute. Good jab by Berlanga.
Well, it's going to cook when one fighter decides that he wants it to cook. It's going to require a commitment that neither fighter is making so far.
And you like to see that from Sheeraz. Berlanga usually likes to be the bully, but Sheeraz pushing Berlanga in the clinch there.
And there, as Antonio was pointing out to me, Berlanga was the one who was putting his foot on the top of Sheeraz's foot.
Hey, Berlanga getting home with that left hook. He's landed about twice in this round, and it looked like blood coming from the nose of Sheeraz. Oh, good. Almost a good counter. But here it is. When you open your hands up, you give a puncher like Sheeraz an opportunity to capitalize.
That's what's called counterpunching. And Sheeraz has a reputation as a skilled counterpuncher.
He just landed a good uppercut, short uppercut inside.
And a little left hook inside as well.
He missed with the one that would have took his head off.
Quality round for Sheeraz.
Most definitely. Berlanga returned the favor.
Little flurry for Berlanga at the end of the round. 2 landed uppercuts, not big ones, but they made contact. Boxing celebrities in the arena tonight. Devin Haney widening his eyes for us. Conor Benn, English star. Chris Smith. Yes, victory. And Joseph Jack. Popular heavyweight. Alicia Baumgarten. Superstar fighter. And the famous rapper Fat Joe. Popular in the boxing world. Big fan.
Got a little testy after the 3rd round. Ooh, good left hand, right hand by Berlanga.
Left hand lead by Berlanga. Landed flush.
So far, it seems the left hook has been the favored weapon of both guys.
I like that Berlanga jabbing off. He's hooking off the jab now. I must say that his technique has definitely improved since the Canelo fight.
Good straight right hand by Berlanga. Off to a good start here in this round. Antonio, in the parlance of boxing, a beard is your ability to be able to take a punch. Sheeraz has a beard, not just an ability to take a punch, but a real beard. Does it enhance his ability to take a shot?
Well, you know, I just think I don't like the beards when they're so thick because you can't see the chin. The chin is a target, and if you can't see it, it kind of hurts you when you're supposed to be punching that target solid.
Well, you can guess where it is, right? You know it's somewhere under the beard.
Why guess when you know what I mean?
Yeah, remember we had controversy last year when Usyk's camp was complaining about Tyson Fury's burly beard. And I also think back to one of your opponents, Tarver, Roy Jones, when he fought John Ruiz.
Should commissions force fighters to shave their beards?
Not all the way off, but if it's bushy like these guys in Philadelphia, yeah, we got to trim that.
Can also be abrasive in the clinch, right?
You've got a little beard going, Antonio.
I know. Don't remind me, bro. Good uppercut.
By?
Oh, I'm sorry. Hamza Sheeraz. He landed a beautiful uppercut in close. And this is pretty much an even fight. They're both getting what they want inside. I'm impressed with Berlanga staying mentally locked in.
I'm impressed with Sheeraz's greater punch variety. He's got more ways to land.
Ooh, good punch. He out. He might be out.
And down goes Berlanga.
And he's still, he's hurt badder than he thinks. He's going to have to breathe and relax right now. He shouldn't even be jumping. I don't know if he's ready to go.
That was a brilliant combination by Hamza Sheeraz. And now we'll find out how quickly Berlanga can recover.
Oh, he's out of there, bro. He got to be able to hold it. His defense, how to hold right now. He got to hold it. He's out. All right, cross. He's out. And he's still clapping his hands together. Just stay down. The boy hurt bad.
Referee David Fields.
But he's showing a lot of heart right now. He's showing a lot of, I don't think he's ready.
Berlanga to him.
He can't let this go on. It's over. He's not ready, guys.
We'll find out.
Oh, Oh, saved by the bell.
Saved by the bell.
Saved by the bell. Berlanga lives to fight another round.
But 2 knockdowns by Sheeraz and a brilliant demonstration of his power punching skill.
And you see Hamza's promoter, Frank Warren, right now yelling at referee David Fields.
Yeah.
I don't think that he liked that he made
I
Hamza
agree.
a few extra seconds there, perhaps.
He was hurt, bro. Anybody in their right mind knows that he's unable to fight right away.
I can't believe Berlanga got up from that. He went down hard right in front of us, face first.
And did you see he was clapping his hands like every time he gets knocked down? That's his heart. That's his heart.
He did the same thing against Canelo Alvarez. Canelo dropped him in round 2, but of course Canelo couldn't finish him.
Look at the combinations.
First knockdown. What a combination. That is skilled combination punching.
It was that hook right here, big. I saw that. I knew he was hurt. But look at Berlanga. His heart takes over every time he's hurt. But that punch right there, that right hand would have knocked out a horse. And Berlanga got up.
And what a statement it would be if Hamza could finish off Berlanga when Canelo couldn't.
Ooh. 1 knockdown with a left hook, 1 knockdown with a right cross.
He out of there, bro.
And there he's got him hurt again, and that's it. That's it. What a show by Sheeraz.
Wow. Statement made.
Hey, this man moved up to another weight class, and he might be ready to take over. Great fight by Sheeraz, bro. He came to America and made a statement. Wow.
It's one of the biggest questions in the sport. Can you put your punches together? That was a brilliant demonstration.
That was a heck of a flow. He flowed, he didn't load up, and all those punches landed effective right on the chin.
Great skill. Oh, and by the way, further credit for Andy Lee.
Yes.
Rapidly becoming one of the most respected trainers in boxing.
He got his man ready for the job at hand tonight.
My dearest friend Emmanuel Stewart
Will be proud.
He lives every time Andy does this. I love you, Emmanuel.
Alexander Usyk versus Daniel Dubois coming up next Saturday, July 19th from Wembley Stadium. All the marbles in the heavyweight division. Make sure you tune into that one. You can buy it now at thezone.com.
In round 4, by CompuBox count, Sheeraz landed 28 punches. Almost every one of them was effectively meaningful in helping to produce that knockout. What a display. These replays provide further amplifying evidence of how brilliantly Sheeraz put that 4th round rally together. Here's another look from behind the British fighter as he sizes the opponent up and goes to work. Left hook after a straight right hand. Bye-bye.
That right hand right there missed him all night, but it landed flush right there. But again, Berlanga never laid down.
It's one thing to get your man in trouble.
It's another thing to finish. Yeah, that's awesome right there. Man, but again, heart out for Berlanga, bro. He came with a different strategy tonight. His corner worked and trained with him, and he stuck to the game plan, but the defense just wasn't enough. He couldn't avoid those big shots.
Big shots from a guy with big feet and long arms. Let's go to Michael Buffer for the official particulars on a
Ladies and
brilliant
gentlemen,
knockout.
referee David Fields calls a halt to the contest at 17 seconds of round number 5. The winner by knockout victory, and now the mandatory challenger for the WBC Super Middleweight Championship of the World, still undefeated, Hamza